Welcome back to the channel, guys. Over the next few weeks, we're travelling from Saigon in the south all the way to Hanoi in the north, exploring Vietnam one stop at a time. From buzzing city streets,
Let's go!
to peaceful countryside, epic food, wild markets, and the stories and history of the people who call Vietnam their home.
That's the sort of mausoleum you get if you're an emperor.
So hit subscribe and let's get into it. Right, this week we're in Hanoi, and this city doesn't slow down, so neither are we. So we're attempting to see how much you can see in just 24 hours. From train streets, temples, to one of the best views in Hanoi, and finishing off in the absolute madness of the city after dark. If you want to know exactly what's worth doing and what isn't, well, stick around.
Today we are on a mission to see exactly how much of Hanoi you can see in one day. Bless you. Let's do it. Right, across. Right, first thing you notice is that Hanoi is a lot like Ho Chi Minh or Saigon. There are bikes everywhere. Crossings mean nothing. You will get run over on a crossing. They won't stop. It's noisy, it's busy, it's frantic. It's downright crazy. Let's see, after this silver car. Right, there we go. What's going on here? Behind the car, behind the car. Behind the car, coming through, coming through. Oh dear, it's all fun. I think we'll be used to it by now. Experts in crossing the road. No, thank you. No, no, this is one of the train streets. Being led down by one of the locals. Okay, we'll have a look at menu first. We'll stop if you don't like what you've got. Right, come back to you in a bit. Ready? After this one. Some chicken. So along Train Street you've got all of these cafes, little restaurants you can sit at. You will get hassled, they will try and pull you in. Yeah, you can sit here, you can wait for the train to come through. It does come through very close, you have to be very careful, and you have to do as they say when the train comes, for your own safety. Of course, we've just got to try and find a place along here that does something for breakfast. Our kind of breakfast. Okay, we're at a little place called Coffee 74, right on the tracks. If you want to know the timetables, there they are. They are quite regular, they go both ways. First thing in the morning, the cafes are all pretty quiet as well, so you're virtually guaranteed a seat here. Just got to try and figure out which direction the train's going. It does say in the menu, but of course that depends on which side of the tracks you are, because they've got a shop both sides, so it doesn't help. And you'll know when the train's coming because they will move, at least we hope so. Otherwise it's going to be the last video that's ever taken of her. Right, just heard all the bells going off. So there's our warning. It's on its way. Which way, I don't know. So the cafe owner just making sure everybody's safe and out of the way. Okay, I can hear the train coming.
Oh no!
Here it comes. How cool was that? That was cool. That was pretty cool. Right, time to finish this coffee and get on to the next spot. Oh, I've done it again. Every time I pick up the coffee, I keep thinking it's a straw. It's a bloody spoon. A wooden spoon. Right, let's get this finished. See how much more we can see of Hanoi. Right, somehow, we've got to find somewhere for breakfast as well. We was in such a hurry to leave the hotel, we didn't have any. See if we can get across these roads. Just walk slowly, you can walk around, go around me, that's it. Right, this is just crazy, trying to find your way around. Gotta be honest, Google Maps isn't exactly helping. Gonna try and find the Mausoleum of Ho Chi Minh. Have a look at that one. I don't know if I'm going the right way. They really do take good care of the cities. Everywhere you go, there's people tending to the gardens, sweeping the streets. It is very clean, and we've seen this all throughout Vietnam. No matter which city or town you go to, there's always somebody sweeping up, cleaning, gardening. They're proud of their country and their cities. It's really nice to see. I always say half of it is the views and the sights. The other half is the people. The people make the cities. People make the country. It's their attitude and their pride in their country and in their way of life that makes these places what they are today. I think sometimes the UK can take a few lessons from countries like this. Right, we've come all the way up to the Mausoleum of Ho Chi Minh, and they won't let us in because we've got shorts and t-shirt on, and we've got electronics on us as well, so they won't let us in. We're going to instead head to the pagoda. There's a large pagoda by the lake. Nice little place to go and have a look around. Going to get a grab and do that. So there's a top tip for you when you come into a mausoleum or somewhere like that. Make sure you're covered and you've got no bags or electronics on you. Otherwise they won't let you in. Slowly. Okay, stay with me, walk slow, they'll go around us. Little street market, lots of little trinkets, souvenirs, things like that. Fish, hills. That's the Thang Pagoda. Now Kelly's not allowed in because she's got shorts on. They will try to sell you little sarong type things to cover up your legs at the entrance. Do not wear shorts in the pagoda, thank you. Well, I don't know if they're going to let me in, to be honest. My shorts are below my knee. I suppose we'll find out. And whether I can take you inside, well, that's another matter. That was the Ngoc Pagoda. Only takes about 10-15 minutes to walk around, and it's quite a nice little place actually. It's free to enter. Just make sure you're wearing some shorts that are down below your knees or trousers. Got your shoulders covered and you shouldn't have any issues. Nobody approached me about filming either, so that's okay. A lot of people taking photographs and films. It's got its own little island, so you cross a small bridge to get on. It's on a rather large lake, quite a large lake, which is really nice. I think what we might do is try and find somewhere to have a coffee and just get a bit of breakfast, have a coffee, look at the view before we find somewhere else to go. We want to cram as much as we can in today because, as I say, we've only got one day. That's typical of us, really, just trying to cram everything in, visit as many places as we can while we can. Next mission, actually, is to find Kelly. I'm not really sure where she is. Probably still trying to be sold a sarong by the many vendors that are here. Oh, there she is. Oh, we've got ourselves a nice little breadstick, sort of chicken and cheese breadstick. Nice iced coffee, chocolate croissant, view across the lake. Well, we're just going to enjoy this and then plan our next move. Still plenty to see in Hanoi. It's only 10:30, so we're doing pretty well. Let's see how much we can cram in one day. I come across this really narrow street, just absolutely jam-packed, full of little cafes, restaurants, little stalls, nice little local sort of street. Hello. You look terrified. This is Banh Mi Mama, very popular banh mi stall. By the looks of it, it's a lot of people waiting. If there's that many people at a stall, you know it's good. Cathedral de Hanoi. So it's one of the big landmarks, centre of Hanoi, St. Joseph's Cathedral. Neo-Gothic style. Oh, unfortunately, we can't go in. It's closed.
Right in the heart of Hanoi, St. Joseph's Cathedral feels like a little slice of Europe dropped into Vietnam. Built in 1886, this neo-Gothic church stands out with its tall stone towers and stained glass windows. Even from the outside, you can feel the history in its weathered walls. It's not just a tourist photo spot. It's still an active church and a big part of daily life here in Hanoi.
They've got bike hire if you're feeling brave. That's really weird. Look at the tyres. Tyres actually got holes in, no inner tubes. It's just solid moulded tyres. Now, one good thing you can do while you're here, this is your kind of thing, is a water puppet show. I think it'll be quite entertaining. Might have a look at the times, we might come back and do it. So we've got two times, 5:15 and 6:30. So we might come back later on and watch a water puppet show. Now, right opposite the puppet show is the Hoan Kiem Lake. I think that's how you pronounce it. Means Lake of the Returned Sword. Lovely, well, it's a green lake. Little island in the middle, a little monument there. And there's a little pagoda. So we might have a little wander around the lake, have a look about, try not to fall in. So apparently in the early 1400s an emperor was boating on the lake and this golden turtle god surfaced and asked him for his magic sword, which apparently was given to him by Dragon King. He gave it back to the turtle and he named it Lake of the Returned Sword to commemorate the event, apparently. You find a lot of places like this have all got a backstory, a little myth, a reason for their name, a bit of history. It's all interesting to learn. It's a beautiful lake, nice to come walk around. Apparently the lake's only about 12 hectares. Makes a nice little walk round, plenty of little places to see along the way. We'll have a look at the island when we get round to it. Lots of lovely little places where you can just stop and have a coffee, look at the view of the lake, breathe in the vehicle fumes and listen to the horns honking. Never a quiet moment in Hanoi, that's for sure. Or anywhere in Vietnam. It's amazing really, you after a couple of weeks of being in Vietnam you become a little bit immune to all of the honking and all the bikes, the noise. It all just becomes background noise. McDonald's over there where we had dinner last night. Oh, Big Mac never tasted so good. I just really needed something familiar after 2.5 weeks of Vietnamese food. Just having a Big Mac and fries, that was heaven. A lot of stalls being set up down here, marquees, I've no idea what's going on. Something to do with books and literature, I think, what I can make out of it anyway. So many people having their pictures taken, all dressed up. It's a nice backdrop of this lake, little pagoda sort of monument in the background there. Be careful don't fall in, look, little terrapins, a terrapin down here. Look.
In front of us is the Lai Tai Tu statue, honouring the emperor who chose Hanoi as Vietnam's capital back in 1010 AD. It's more than just a monument, it marks the moment the city's story truly began.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. We'll come down to the bridge that we saw, going to the little island, and it's actually a temple. Ngoc Son Temple, I believe, 50,000 dong each to get in. Pay on the gate, and yeah, come over this lovely wooden bridge. Oh, it's beautiful, this is really nice. Got this lovely little temple here. Yeah, it's a really nice place, this is. Definitely worth coming to. Got this beautiful temple, really nice with this pagoda just outside. I was listening to a tour guide earlier and a little interesting snippet of information. The dragons, they always put the dragons on the top of these temples because there's nothing higher up in mythology than the dragon. So they don't like to put anything above them, so they always put them at the highest points.
These are actual preserved turtles linked to the story James was talking about a moment ago.
Well, so the island's not very big, but it's quite a nice little place to come and wander around for a bit, especially to see the turtles. 1/4 of a tonne, and they were real. There's only about six left apparently. Right, well, as nice as this place is, I think we need to go find an ice cream and a coffee. Iced coffee, that is. So we've had a quick pit stop, quick ice cream and a Coke, and we've come to a place called the Temple of Literature. Yeah, it doesn't sound very interesting. Not the sort of place we would normally come to, but apparently it's got some good reviews. It's got really nice grounds, really scenic. So we're going to give it a go, and we'll reserve judgment until we've had a look. Hello, 2 please.
Yeah, 140,000.
Only 70,000 each per adult. Well, one thing I will say, it's a little bit cooler in here with all the trees. Bit of time in the shade, much needed. So the temple itself was built around 1070, and it was built as an educational centre for initially princesses and children of noble families. It's quite old. I'm sure I'll voice over something that'll give you a bit more insight. It's actually a really nice, tranquil place to come. Nice and quiet. Little temples here and there. Got a lovely little fish pond here. Lots of big koi and things like that in there. And you've got all these big stones. And they're not graves, they're called steles. And they've all got turtle bases on them. I'll just say something to do with doctors. I can't really make heads or tails of it, to be honest. Kind of lost in translation. got all these wooden blocks with all the stencils on for the printing, all the symbols and the old language. Of course, nowadays they use letters since the French were in occupation here. They brought in all of the language and the lettering as you see today. But back in the day, it was the same sort of thing you would find in China and Japan and places like that. It's all quite interesting to see how things have changed over the years, even right down to their language and the written word, depending on who was in occupation at what time.
This is one of the most important historic sites in the city. Built in 1070 AD, it was Vietnam's first national university and dedicated to Confucius. For centuries, this is where scholars studied, took exams and competed to become mandarins in the Imperial court. It's a place that celebrates learning, discipline and ambition.
It's actually much bigger than I thought it was going to be here. It's quite a large site. This is nice. This is really nice. Temple offerings and things. The lanterns. I do like these lanterns. She's got the Temple of Confucius. Oh, it's cool in here. So you've got Confucius in the middle and then his 4 students next to him. I suppose they're like apprentices. Just goes on. Just you think you get to the end and there's even more. It just goes on and on. Definitely worth coming. It's a nice little walk around. I've got to say, that sun is absolutely relentless. It's about 98% humidity. It's absolutely baking. It's a rather large bell. Not a big pagoda, you can go up inside. The work that goes into these places is phenomenal. The detail on the woodwork, it's really beautiful. You can even see on the insides, the bottoms of the tiles, the engravings on the bottoms of the tiles as well. Just the detail is phenomenal. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love all of this. I really do. Just even down to the detail on the tiles, the tops of the tiles, the underneath of the tiles, the way they're all put together, carvings, the decorative statues. It's just all really nice. It really is. It's the workmanship that goes into making all this. It must take years. Right, well, as nice as all this is, I think it's time to go and find somewhere with a better view. I've got just the place in mind. Yep. That should do nicely. I found the entrance. A bit weird. To go up, we've got to go down. So the entrance to the sky deck is down in the basement. Makes no sense to me. If you want to do some shopping, it's a good place to come because it's a massive department store. Lots of different things here. Designer goods, cafes, things like that. Right, there you go. So we've got the tickets. We're in. It's quick, I'll give it that. Oh, there we go. How's that for a view? That is a lovely, lovely view from up here. You can see for miles and miles. You can see everything up here. Definitely worth the money coming up here. It wasn't very expensive, to be fair. It's actually quite a lot like the observation deck we did in Abu Dhabi. They've got a glass-bottomed observation deck, so you can sit on walk on the glass, look straight down 65 floors. It's got VR here as well, if you want to have a game of VR, art gallery, all those sorts of things. They've got a bar, restaurant. So there's actually a hotel and a department store as well. So they've got everything here. Definitely worth coming and having a look. Not for me. You want to go on? Yeah, you'll go on there, won't you? You don't care. It is a bit scary, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we did the Dubai frame, and that was glass floor. So there we go, there's Hanoi from 65 floors up. Could have just saved the whole day and just come up here and seen everything in one go. It's nice to come up and see the skyline from this angle. Definitely worth finding these observation decks wherever you go. Right, so let's come down to the Citadel. 100,000 each to get into the Citadel. Looks like they're setting up some sort of event. Lots of stages going up. You know, they've got some sort of exhibition or event going on. So the whole place is just full of scaffolding and staging, lights and stuff. Kind of spoils it a bit really, if I'm honest. Yeah, so this is the main sort of entrance to the Citadel, and it's all stage. Everywhere you go, you've got someone sitting there having a picture taken. You want to take a photograph or something, you've just got to... You can't, they're in the way. Well, they won't move because they'll spend half an hour doing different poses. So a nice view like this, and then you've got to sit there and wait for them to move, which they don't. It does look really nice with all the lanterns. I don't know if they light them up at night. Any bulbs in them? Oh yeah, there are lights in them, so they light them up at night. So this looks quite nice. If you want to come here in the evening, mind you, they do shut at 5, isn't it? So they shut before it gets dark, so what's the point of lighting the lanterns? I don't know. It's a nice place to come though, have a look around. Got all this lovely artwork all the way down.
The Imperial Citadel of Thang is the heart of Hanoi's 1,000-year-old capital. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its continuous cultural and political significance over more than a millennium. The scaffolding is part of major ongoing conservation and restoration work, including archaeological excavation and preparation to eventually restore ancient palace structures like the King Palace.
You've got this exhibition building here, which is all closed up. Looks very mixed of modern and old, just doesn't sort of fit. Then you've got this building here which has got all boarding around it. You've got another building back there, area which is just surrounded by green corrugated fencing. I have no idea what all these buildings are. Nothing seems to fit really, it's all kind of all over the place. Showing pictures of excavations and things along here, but you can't see any of it. It's all behind this boarding. So they're excavating a palace from the 11th to 14th century. So yeah, you've got a lot of excavations going on, but nothing that you can actually see. Everything's all boarded up. Not really excited me, this place, to be honest. I don't think it's worth the time, money to come in. And this is quite nice, but it's just full of contractors setting up lights and running cables and things. Nice pagoda on the top, and then you've got all this. Maybe we just come at the wrong time, I don't know. Might be able to see what they're excavating up here as well. Yeah, you can see sort of tents where they're excavating. There's obviously some work that's been done, covered up there by the glass. Have a quick look inside here. This all looks very run down. Needs a good repaint. And that's the view. Right, well it's time to check out Hanoi at night, and there's no better place to do that than the old quarter, so we're going to head up there now. As you can imagine, it's pretty manic. It's really busy. Really got to have your wits about you with all these bikes. And we're kind of down by the lake, which is the edge of the old town. Trying to get across here is going to be a bit interesting. Okay, let's go. Try and get across this road. Well, we managed that one. So this is the kind of start of the old town. So we'll have a look around here, check out what there is. Maybe grab a bit of a bite to eat, have a few drinks maybe. You've got Beer Street down here as well. Well-known place for clubs and pubs, so I might have to have a cheeky beer in Beer Street. There's loads of different bars, restaurants, small local eateries at the side of the road. You've got everything you need here really. A nice night out. It's quite a nice little square, all lit up. This should be Beer Street. I think Beer Street is a bit of an area more than just a street nowadays. We'll have a look around. Imagine it's really busy, and you'll find a lot of the foreign tourists down here as well. We're coming down for a lot of drink and food. I wouldn't want to have too much to drink and then have to try and negotiate these roads. Oh shit, we're going to get run over. It is all very manic. Let's see if we can find somewhere to eat, and as well as have a nice little drink. Loads of street vendors, loads of people trying to get you into their bars. Go down here, we'll have a look down here. So It's absolutely manic. You've just got so many people trying to get you into their bars and into their restaurants. We're going to have to sit down and find something very soon because we're both hungry. Couldn't have found a smaller street, really narrow. Right, well, we stopped off at a sports bar right on the corner of Beer Street called Sportivo. Well, there we go. We've got some sliders there, little burgers. Cody's got a nice chicken burger, French fries, bottle of Saigon. Got the matches on the TV. Got some Queen on the music box. It don't get much better than that, does it? Anyway, we're going to enjoy this, then wander around the old town a little bit more, finish the evening off. Right, so after that lovely meal, and a few drinks, a few bevies, we're going to check out the rest of the old quarter of Hanoi. We did want to cram as much as we could into one day. One day in Hanoi, I think we've achieved that. I think we've done very well for the time we've had. It is also our last day in Vietnam, not just in Hanoi. Bit of a bittersweet end. We're going to check out the rest of the old quarter, see what it's got to offer before we head back to the hotel. We'll take you on a little walk through, see what we can find. Now, believe it or not, the Vietnamese government are actually going to bring in a bike ban for the centre of Hanoi, around this area. That's going to change the entire dynamics of the area, I think. If you followed us the last few weeks travelling around Vietnam, bike is the way to get about. Everyone, all the locals, they've all got bikes. That's how they get around. Whether it's commuting to and from work, whether it's for a taxi, whether it's delivering food, delivering a wardrobe, you know, anything really. If we can get it on the back of a bike, they get it on the back of a bike. Banning bikes in an area like this, that's going to be a big change. Some streets are quieter than others, but by far the best way to get over having a few too many on Beer Street is by having a banh mi. Highly recommend it. It's like a hangover cure in a bun or on a baguette. And you can get them virtually on every street corner. We're back to the other end of Beer Street. We've come round in a circle. So we're going back the other way, otherwise we're going to be dragged into every bar along the way.
Hey, you get some fast here, some down.
No, thank you, eaten. The local Rozzers, keeping the place in order. A lot of the tables and chairs end up too far in the road, so I have to tell them to move it back in again. Now, sorry if you have trouble hearing me. I can't use the microphones. I've just broken the media mod that they attach to. Last day as well. I mean, can't make it up. Some would call that luck. Oh, it's found a nice little market. We're going to have a little walk through the street market, see what's down there. Hopefully don't get hassled too much. I have no idea what's going on. Loads of kids on the stage. No idea what it's all about. Get run over by a kid on a motorbike. So I'm going to go down and just have a look around the lake. Just see all that lit up. It's a shame to go and not see it at night. Right, got to get across this road. Let's go. Expert level. So it's taken us 2.5 weeks. Right, there's not much down by the lake. Right, so that was the old quarter. It is buzzing, as you can see. Bars, restaurants, eateries, everything, stalls, everywhere. It's absolute chaos, but enjoyable, if you like that sort of thing. So what we thought we'd do now is end the video where we started, and that's on Train Street, because that's all going to be lit up, and there's another train coming in about 40 minutes. That should be a nice little vibe. Sit there, have a last drink, watch the last train go through, finish up our evening in Hanoi and Vietnam, because this is it. Across this road one final time. Getting good at this. Oh, that was too easy. Well, we're back down on Train Street, and it is heaving. It is absolutely heaving. One of the last trains coming through. It's all lit up. There's a nice vibe down here. We're just going to try and find somewhere where we can sit, grab a drink, watch that last train come through. Finish the vlog where we started. So let's see what we can find. There we go, yeah, that's good. It's customary for people to put their bottle tops on the tracks. They keep it as a souvenir. You see a lot of people rushing out and putting their bottle tops on. Well, we got the upstairs. Well, I've got the upstairs myself. Most people like to be downstairs. I was downstairs earlier. Kelly's just run down. Get a different perspective. We kind of swapped over now. It's a bit less crowded up here. Here it comes. Everyone's rushing down to get their bottle tops. So that's where we're going to end this vlog. We're going to end Hanoi and the tour of Vietnam. What a place to end it. Couldn't have ended it in a better place. Thanks for watching.